Our final opening match.
Here we go, guys. We have our final match here. It's FirasFiras, and we've got Thompsin. We've got quite an exciting match ahead. We have a brilliant mind against an excellent player. They're both excellent players, but here we go. We've got pre-bans coming out right now.
Probably one of the most exciting matches to come up. Two of our absolute fan favorites on Twitch here, both pretty popular streamers. The first pick going to Firas, pre-bans the Sierra away from Thompsin. Thompsin pre-banning the Nyx, does not want to give Firas that extra Nyx passive for debuffs.
See what Firas is going to be taking here. I want to say it's the Okeanos, but it is going to be a Chiwu, so he wants to try and contest speed immediately.
Wow, immediately locking in the Chiwu. A lot of counters to that, potential for the Verb, but I'm not quite sure if Thompson's ready for that kind of opportunity. Firas probably ruined for really low crit rate, ready for that Ragdoll setup.
Thompsin definitely taking his time here. We're going to see this in a lot of his matches. He really likes to take up all of his time. Most of the time, we're going to be seeing it going down to like a 1, 2, 3 second area where Thompsin locks in his draft. And we're going to go with double Street Fighter units. We've got Fire Bison and we got Water Ryu.
Interesting. Thompsin kind of leaning towards taking away the standard things that Firas picks, but I'm not quite sure if he knows Firas has actually leaned away from that kind of composition. He's denied the Carnal or the Fire Bison in most of his matches, so he's actually picked up a counter setup for it.
Oh, Chung Pong Mo Long coming out for Firas here. We've seen this before. It's a very strong combination. Thompsin looking to draft 2 other units, and right now we're going to be seeing an LD unit coming out, and it is Han with 1 other.
Oh, we're going to see the Han, possibly a Nephthys. Actually, in this situation, we're most likely going to see the Han Gianna with that Light Monkey King. Light Monkey King, probably one of the strongest LDs out there right now. That attack bar, pushback, sleep, super strong unit with the high base speed. But one more thing to note with that Thompsin pre-ban is Nyx is really one of the strongest units to counter him. Reducing the harmful effect rate chance on units is a really strong counter to both the Nephthys and the Carnal and Light Monkey King.
Yep, it really is. For us with that wrapping up his draft here, Vanessa with the 33 speed lead and a Barbara. Definitely want to make sure that he has a speed lead under his belt here so he can really contest with that speed.
I really like this Barbara pick. I'm not quite sure how I feel about the Vanessa setup yet, but I do really like the Barbara. The first turn potential here possibly could be on Violent though, and Thompsin locks in the Gianna just like we expected. Saw the Han earlier, knew the Stripper was coming out.
Yeah, definitely locking in the Gianna there. It's a great decision to draft Gianna here because now he has 2 speed leads. He had 1 speed lead he really couldn't take advantage of, but now that he brings in Gianna, he can take advantage of both speed leads on his team.
I think we might see either a Vanessa Barbara and then on the other side a Han or Light Monkey King.
Oof, it looks like Chung Pong Water Ryu are going to get banned out here. 33 speed lead for Firas. We've got a 30 Dock speed lead coming out for Thompsin. Is it going to be enough? Can Firas outspeed Thompson to gain control in this first pick? We're going to find out as we get into round 1 between Thompsin and Firas.
We have to be careful. We know Thompson notoriously runs a Violent Gianna, but might have actually rerouted for Swift for this tournament, but doesn't look like it. Barbara taking the first turn, gets the strip and the push into the Light Monkey King.
Dealing massive damage, not getting that strip on top of the Gianna, but we got that Reckless Assault coming out of Light Monkey King, immediately removing a unit from the field, putting Thompsin on the back foot immediately.
Has to be careful here, though. The Carnal slow debuff alongside the Han rotational turns is going to be pretty strong. Even though he has a unit down, it's not looking good for him yet.
Definitely not looking good at all. We're going to see what kind of damage his Han's going to be able to produce here, or else Frost is going to be looking pretty good. Let's see if he gets his Death Break. He does get his Death Break. He's going to be dropping that Vanessa here with the Han.
Oh, but the additional turn denies him the chance to proc after the 100% attack bar gain, and the stun comes out on the Barbara. There goes the Vanessa from that Carnal, or the Fire Bison.
Exactly what happened. Fire Bison getting the stuns where he needed it, knocking the Barbara off of its mount, and we can see that Mo Long's going to try and do whatever he can, getting a stun onto the Fire Bison.
Such a strong arsenal here from Thompson. No matter what Firas sniped, he had the opportunity to take out 1 unit, but it didn't really matter who it was because it wasn't enough damage at the end of the day.
It was, and Chiwu crossing his fingers for a 2-turn sleep on top of Gianna, not getting it there. Bomb goes off, remove the Bobber from the field. We can see Psyche a little bit of attack bar with that Gianna onto the Mo Long. Mo Long does get his Death Break, but I don't think Firas is going to be able to come back here. He needs to take his time and start thinking about the second match already.
This on the one-man army himself, alongside the Kitenda Shang, also a one-man army, manages to control an entire team, but Han comes in and just obliterates him.
Yep, excellent match with Thompson. Thompson, honestly, with these LD Nat 5s, there's just a lot of tools in there that you have to look out for. Very strong draft coming out of Thompson with the Han Gianna combination.
A disadvantage here, though, going into the second match. Gonna be a little scary on what the first pick comes out as and what the pre-bans are.
Yeah, it definitely is. Last pre-bans we have was the CR and the Nick. So Nick is going to be coming into the match here. This time, I'm curious what Thompson's going to be ready for it, unless he already has a pre-band in mind. We're going to find out, guys. Well, not pre-band, but band in mind.
Interested to see if Firas will take the Water Ryu away from Thompson, simply because it is a good opportunity against things like the Chiwu. It's fairly good against, if it's not on Will, it's fairly good against the Gianna as well, but there's a lot of opportunity for some unique setup here.
Most definitely. And like I said before, these two are going to be taking their time with just about everything. Thompson's very methodical when it comes to SWC. He wants his time and he's going to use it. Chiwu, Fire Bison, getting banned out here.
Thompson could actually take the Water Ryu away from Firas here. I like the idea of it, but I also really like the Sierra first pick in a setup like this, where he knows that Firas has the Nyx opportunity. There it is. Thompson locking in the Sierra immediately.
Yep, definitely 24 speed lead for Thompson. Firas looking to respond already. Let's see what he chooses to lock in or possibly take away from Thompson. And it looks like Chung Pung Nyx is coming out for Firas.
Really like the Nyx pick. We know Thompson was a little bit scared of it in the first match. Nyx passive is just so strong against it, but Thompson could be drafting in a situation where he's already thinking about banning that Nyx out.
And I like seeing that Nyx there for that very reason. He's making Thompson think about his ban potential already by showing that unit now. Thompson drafting the Hey Gang, and Han is going to be coming back again.
Hey Gang, beautiful here. Counters both the strippers. Not quite the Nyx, though. Nyx reset does still apply in a lot of situations. Has to be careful. Picks the Han, double speed lead setup, protects, and sets up for the Gianna opportunity. So we know Thompson's going to have double stripper, and the last unit there is going to be something else that controls possibly something quick, maybe even throws in the Nephthys for the defense break here.
You're going to be seeing Vanessa with the 33 lead, and we do see the Charlotte coming out for Firas.
But coin for the Charlotte meta, along with a lot of other things. The attack bar pushback, the additional damage from her is absolutely incredible, but Thompson is not phased. Immediately locks in the Gianna. Kitenda Shang knows that Light Monkey King is going to be super strong against this setup that Firas has.
Definitely, he was so quick to locking those units down. Usually that's a sign of he knows exactly what he's getting himself into with the Light Monkey King Gianna.
I think Water Ryu is good here, but I also think he could possibly contend with an Escher if it's fast enough on Swift.
Ooh, we're going to be seeing... whoa! He swaps it immediately to a Mo Long. I thought I saw the 33 speed lead Samath, but as quick as we saw it, as quick as it was gone.
I don't think he was certain about that. He actually ran out of time on that draft phase. I'm not sure if he likes the Mo Long here, but the first turn is going to go to most likely Firas here with the 33 speed lead, assuming that the Chung Pung's on Swift.
We'll see if that 33 speed lead is going to be enough. Last time Firas' Barbara was able to get first turn. We don't know if that's going to happen here, but we're getting into a round two. Firas and Thompson. Thompson looking for the 2-0. Firas looking to stay into this match. We'll see if we work it out that way as we get into round two with Thompson and Firas.
It's looking grim. The quad immunity. Gianna does go first. Critical error comes through and gets the 4-man stun.
4-man stun is not at all what Firas needed to see here. We've got Han looking to deal massive damage to Vanessa. That is the unit of focus right now. The skill 2 might be enough to drop the Vanessa unless he chooses to skill 1. Choosing to skill 1, it was enough, and it's built on Violent. We get the additional turn coming out. Not at all what Firas needed to see here.
There's the stun on the Chung Pung. The skill 2 glancing does not apply on the Charlotte, but the bomb here could rotate in. Bombs the Chung Pung, wants to play it safe. I think that Chung Pung is actually on Swift, where the Violent Charlotte here was not enough to push, didn't get the extra turn to deny anything.
Yeah, definitely not looking good. Bomb gets detonated, ruining another unit from Firas' fields here. We could detonate with the Charlotte to stop it from taking any turns. Another additional turn coming out of Ciara, dealing massive damage, doing too much damage. It's too much control for Firas here. Thompson with a very quick Gianna Han combination.
It does look like the Chung Pung was on Violent. Super fast set, but just didn't get the first turn proc that he needed. Thompson with incredible control, that Han, Gianna, and Sierra combo. Lots and lots of damage.
Definitely lots of damage indeed. Thompson taking his time here and winning round 2 and taking his victory and moving forward today.
Yeah, that had to be one of